All right. All right.
Okay, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, my helmet. I'll send you guys pictures, but my helmet should be here on Tuesday.
Awesome.
I'll have to show you guys what my helmet looks like. Well, actually, if you look at one of the pictures, it's on the bike. It's on the handlebars of the bike.
Oh. Ooh.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Ooh, I like that.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I want a girly helmet, but the way that I'm going to paint the bike, I'm going to do a Norse theme.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't decided if I'm going to paint the bike yet.
And then I'm going to do, but it's going to lean towards Frigga and Freya.
Yeah.
If I do paint the bike, I'm thinking of doing a dark cherry red with gold flake in it.
Yeah.
I like that. Once we're done with the library, we'll send pictures because we're painting everything.
Mm.
We're going to do like a bluish. Is it more blue-green or just blue?
Blue-green.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wall was kind of messed up. I was like, man, we could really use to paint this. Next thing you know, we're going to Home Depot.
Yeah.
And then it's funny, we picked a shade that's like a couple shades darker than what the original paint was. Without even realizing it.
Yeah.
Hey, those different couple shades can make a big difference, though.
It looks so much better with that darker paint.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Because then what we're going to do is like on one of the walls, we're going to do like a grass wall.
With
And
fairy
then
lights.
With fairy lights. Get like the flower fairy lights and stuff. And
Oh,
hang
nice.
them down.
I just noticed we're all dressed in America colors because they both have the American flag, and then Pam's red, I'm white, and Cara's blue.
Yeah, America. 250 years, baby.
Oh, yeah.
250 years, bitch.
Undefeated.
Hi, everybody.
Greetings to everyone.
Undefeated in 2 world wars. About to be a 3rd.
Didn't realize how many books we had until I was like going through and labeling them all.
Yeah.
And I thought I had enough stickers left out. No, I had to do like 60 or 70 more like
Oh my god.
things
Right back.
to finish up the books that I had. I'm like, my hand was cramping by the end.
Yeah, that ride tired me out.
Well, you also haven't ridden in like a year.
Yeah.
Over because
That's
we
why
got the bike when we got after we got Maury.
I got the bike in April last year.
It wasn't April, was it?
Yeah, it was April of last year.
I thought you got it before Maury
I did.
or after Maury.
No, I think I got it before. It was April of last year because it says it on the title because I had put the date on the title. But yeah, but that bike's also a lot wider too. I could feel it in my thighs. The wind was catching my knees.
But his new bike, I can actually touch the ground ish.
Yeah, it's got that new bike. I got a really good deal because the seat that's on it is called a Saddleman seat, and that seat's about a $600 seat. And then the pipes on it are made by Vance and Hines, and those are about $400 to $500 depending on the bike. Yeah. It's got saddlebags already on it, leather saddlebags, which those cost about $200 to $300. So yeah, I got it for a steal.
Because I had to help Cade move it's now my bike. I had to help him move, and I'm like literally on point trying to help him move this bike. I could barely touch the ground.
I just sat on the bike just to see how it felt, and it was nice, but that's as far as I'm going with it.
That's what he says.
That's what's going to happen. I don't do motorcycles. Now, if there had been a Dodge Charger or something like that,
Okay,
I'm just
I'm
testing
gonna do
that.
this until just.
I was just testing, making sure we're working.
now American muscle cars, I'm all about that.
Listen, I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
Oh, so we watched that new movie out on Netflix, War Machine.
It's actually
War
really
Machine.
good.
It's Alan Richson, who plays Jack Reacher. Really fucking good.
Really good movie.
I haven't seen it. Is it
Yeah.
new?
Yeah, it just came out a couple days. It came out Thursday.
You said it's called War Machine. What kind
War
of movie
Machine.
is it?
So Alan Richson is a soldier who experiences PTSD. His brother was killed, and he promised his brother that he would go through Ranger School with him.
Well, not just his brother, his entire.
So he goes through Ranger School, and while in Ranger School, there's an alien invasion,
Ooh.
But like alien robots.
like an alien robot. And
You said it's called what? I'm gonna put this
War
in my watch
Machine.
list. War Machine.
so fucking good, and they kept it open that they could make more.
Yeah.
Where
What can I watch it on?
Netflix.
Okay. Hell yeah.
It is number one on Netflix right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
And they ended it where it's a good ending. So if they don't expand it,
then it's fine.
it's fine.
See, I like that. I hate when they do like open ends and then they never go back to it.
But they
I'm gonna
left it
send a
open
message to
enough.
Alan Richson. Can we do a War Machine one shot? That'd be a good premise.
Hell yeah.
That'd be a cool little
But
premise.
they
That's
left
if they
it open
expand on
enough that later on, if they choose to do more movies, they can.
Because there's multiple of these machines, and we see him go to fight other machines.
Yeah.
So they could make it to where like he leads a ranger unit that's fighting these machines, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But it's really good.
Yeah, it was
Dennis Quaid's in it.
S.A. Morales.
Yeah, they've got a good cast. 90% of it was done practically. The other 10% was CGI. So you see Alan Richardson in the water and doing all this stuff. It's real. All
Wow.
the shit he did. The only thing on him that was CGI is he breaks his fingers.
and sets them.
Ooh, you know
They're-
what
they're
movie?
this way, and he goes.
You know what movie I saw recently that I really liked was Iron Lung.
Iron Lung.
Nope.
I think it did.
Oh,
I think
yes,
it did a
that
really,
one.
really good job.
Markiplier's-
Yeah, I think it did a really, really good job at doing an entire movie in such an enclosed space and still managing to not be absolutely boring. It did a very, very good job.
I don't do horror.
I mean, I give him credit, man. Going
Mhm.
from a Twitch streamer to making a
Yeah.
box office hit.
Well, and not only that, but the game was made by his editor's brother, I think it was. So he was also helping out a small creator get big,
Yeah.
doing all of it.
I remember a bunch of like people who do like commentary on Hollywood insiders and all that stuff saying that movie like has really shook Hollywood to its core because again, he's essentially a Twitch/YouTuber who self-funded and he made a movie and he went from like I think it was like $300,000 it took him to make do everything. And that's including the advertising.
And the first week it made over $1 million.
Yeah, and it just kept growing and growing.
I believe they used the most amount of fake blood in any horror movie ever. They took the record.
Yeah, so
We should watch it, Ben.
Yeah, I want
You
to.
two can watch it.
It's good. It takes a little bit to see him as his character and not just see Markiplier. And
Yeah.
his
I never
acting
saw
does
him
get
before
better as
that.
it goes.
So
But
I've never watched it before,
I
so it
enjoyed
would
it.
be fine with me.
Yeah.
But like Hollywood is like, oh my god, just a in their eyes, a random
rando.
YouTuber just made his own movie, and
Yup.
technically speaking, he was out doing like if you in certain charts and like you doing it, he was out. He was
I
out doing
believe it
Disney.
came. I believe it came out same time as like the new Jurassic World movie, and it
came after that.
but it was still in the office.
Yeah,
in
it
the
was still
box
in the
office.
theaters though.
And it obliterated it.
Yeah, it was outpacing a Disney film, which was like,
Yeah.
everyone was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
No, I
So-
mean, I was surprised there wasn't as many people in my theater going to see it, but I've heard a lot of people went to see it.
So
couple people that I know went to see it multiple times.
Yeah.
Well,
I would have if I could.
You
I
two
mean-
can.
I mean,
I will be downstairs with Maury and watching TV down there. I do not do horror.
yeah, we.
You could probably rent it online by this point. We could do
I'm
a movie
sure.
night.
I mean, so a lot of people are saying that. I mean, I personally believe old Hollywood is going away, and
Yeah.
they have no one but themselves to blame.
Mhm.
They've taken the writers and they've said, "Oh, you have some nice original ideas. Yeah, we're just going to throw that in the trash, and we're just going to keep punching these repeated franchises over and over and over until the point where we're all just they all just look alike to at the end." I actually found out something. So one of the reasons why Sony keeps making these essentially bad Spider-Man films that have nothing to do with the MCU Spider-Man, they are actually have to keep making them within every 5 years. Otherwise, they lose
Yeah,
the right to.
Oh.
and
So-
it goes completely
Shit.
over.
I haven't seen the
excuse me.
new ones, but I'd keep
They're-
making them too.
By every stretch of the imagination, they are all flops. They don't make money. They don't make anything, or if they do make money, it's pennies. So, but they have to
Wow.
make a movie. They can't, like they said, you can't just have some dude show up, dress up in the costumes, and say, "I'm Spider-Man. I'm Spider." For an hour and a half. It has to be a movie. But
Yeah.
that's why they're doing all these movies about Craven or all these tertiary characters in the Spider-Verse that have nothing to do with Spider-Man, and they don't even see Spider-Man, and they're never gonna see Spider-Man.
Bring me Spider-Man.
Well, that ain't gonna happen with Sony because all they care about is retaining that right. Because if ever Marvel wants to do something like make a movie that's gonna actually make some money, Sony is entitled to 95% of the profits.
That was the first time I've done a J. Jonah Jameson voice.
No, you've done it on stream yet.
Bring me Spider-Man.
Bring me photos of Spider-Man.
Kate does it better.
I know. So yeah, I actually read that. I was like, that's why everyone's like, why are all these Sony Spider-Man movies just bombing? And it's like they're doing it on purpose. They don't care. All they care about is keeping that rights. That's all they care about. Honestly, I would love to see more of the homegrown YouTubers and stuff make movies that are original. People might actually want to go to the theaters. I should probably watch some more clips of The Sopranos. Damn it. I gotta get into the character of my voice.
Forget about it.
I'm about halfway through Deep Space Nine, by the way.
How you liking it?
I like it.
You should be at the opening stage of the Dominion War.
Yeah.
We started watching Sequest last night.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Peacock, by the way. I think, yeah, Peacock,
Peacock, yeah.
They tried to get me into
which is
Firefly.
free. Which is free.
They tried to get me into Firefly, and I could not get into it.
Which is interesting because the graphics in Firefly are way better than they are for Sequel.
I don't know what it is.
Well, you're gonna be forced to watch it because in 7 days we're about to have some Firefly news.
Yeah.
So
I love Nathan Fillion. I love Jules State. I just, for whatever reason, I can't get into that show.
long live the brown coats.
You guys
actually
should
need
watch Yellow Jackets.
I heard it's weird.
It's weird, but I like it.
What were you saying, Cara?
Oh, I need to watch Firefly.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
Yeah.
that either.
It's
I've
good.
seen
It's so
Serenity,
good.
and I love Serenity. So
I hate Serenity. Alan
I
Tudyk
probably-
dies.
like I said, I've only seen Serenity. So
You'll hate Serenity after you watch Firefly. All right, here we go.
"13 doors and 13 keys, locked in silence, lost in dreams, sigils carved in blood and bone, never speak their names alone. Lies are truth and shadows light. Watchers wake but never fight. Dust and ash and names erased. The sigil burns where time's displaced. Turn the page, but read with care. What's forgotten waits down there. 13 marks upon the skin. Once it starts, it crawls within.
All right. So, last we left off, the members of Division 13 were given an undercover assignments, undercover identities, and sent to Ohio, where you were told to investigate some disturbances. There have been things happening at a certain time in the middle of the night, and you all began to investigate in various ways, finding some odd things. And upon deciding that you were going to break in to the mental facility, the mental health facility that the missing therapist was running while using a distraction, you all decided it needed to happen at night, so you decided to go to sleep and rest. And upon doing so, Kit and Vinny experienced dreams. Dreams that they can't quite understand. And that's where we pick up today. So, again, Kit, you and Vinny, although we obviously said them at different times, you both have the dreams at the same time and both wake up in your individual hotel rooms.
I kind of just shaking my head off. Like, what the fuck? Go over to the sink and just kind of splash some water on my face. Oh boy, that was rough. I get dressed and I start getting ready for later that night to break into that place.
Okay.
I get up, put my makeup on, look out the window, and see if it's raining yet, because we were kind of hoping for the storm. I know it said it was supposed to storm.
You look outside, and it is raining.
Thank God. Okay. I finish getting ready and start throwing everything together. Smoke a quick cigarette and just wait for everybody else to wake up.
Okay.
I kind of go out. I already got my lock picking stuff, and I I see Tiff, and I kind of pull out one of mine, and I'm like, "Hey, you got a light?"
Yeah, here. And I reach to my pocket and I pull out like a bright pink lighter. I flick it and light the cigarette.
Thanks.
No problem.
So, how'd you get for us pulling this off?
Well, I guess it all depends on if my gadget does what it's supposed to. But I mean, it's raining like we wanted it to, so.
You ever used one of those before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Where?
At my hometown when I was learning how to do all this stuff.
That must have gone over well.
Well, that one did.
I kind of I kind of absentmindedly just reach in my coat pocket and pull out my my 38, and I just kind of go, make sure that's okay, all loaded.
You know, if you want, I can paint that for you. I also have the cutest charms back at home.
Charms? What kind of charms?
Yeah, and I pull out my gun and I show him the cherry. It's like a keychain that she's like glued onto the back of the gun to make a little charm.
Nah. Listen. It's all nice and pretty, all girly and everything, but listen. Gun is a tool, okay? Pop the guy in the back of the head, you drop it, and you go, all right? Don't get too sentimental on him. Then you start getting the rev.
This is where I walk out, and I just kind of shake my head, and it's just like, to each their own. Oh God, that was the wrong voice. Oh my God. Hold on.
You have a
I
southern
kinda-
accent.
I see Stephanie walk by, and I'm like, "What? You got something? You got you accessorize your lady's gun as well?"
I don't accessorize my guns, but I don't look down on those who do.
I'm not saying about looking down on them. No judge on Tiffany over here. I'm just saying, there's no point in getting sentimental with something you're probably gonna have to drop in the gutter at some point.
And I reach into one of my cargo pant pockets and pull out a lighter and light it out.
I'm still in my room trying to calm down from the dream.
Oh, by the way, both of you take a point in your stability index, minor.
I get tired of waiting for Catherine, and I go and start banging on her door.
Yes.
Wakey, wakey, pumpkin. It's time to go.
Give me a minute.
You okay? Should I come in?
No, you're good.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. Do you need a piece of gum?
No.
Okay. We're waiting on you, so just come out when you're ready.
And I'll quickly throw on my clothes and walk out.
Okay.
All right, I get the car. I get in the car, started, and actually, as I started, just to warm it up, probably because we're cold from the rain. I look to Tiff. You need help moving your your thing?
Oh no, it's not too huge. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I go open the trunk for her.
I put my bag full of stuff in there. The actual like flux capacitor rod isn't that big. It's like probably about this big.
Yeah. It's like 8 inches at least.
Yeah. But it's kind of hanging out the top. And she didn't paint it this time because she needed it to match the box that we're gonna blow up with it.
I would say the only one that would know that that I'm acting different would probably be Stephanie.
Kit, you all right, darling?
Just bad memories.
I slam the trunk
Well,
down.
yeah.
And I jump hearing the trunk slam.
How about you?
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Well, those
Yeah.
are the worst.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, come on, load up. We can go all night.
Shotgun, and I hop in the front.
I kind of take one last draft, throw the cigarette away, and hop in the car, start it up.
I go pick up the cigarette butt and find a trash can and put it in the trash.
You miss Greenpeace, whatever those little fruitcakes are called, that she gets in the car.
No, I just figured we don't want to leave our DNA laying around.
DNA? What is that? What's DNA?
Yes, it had.
Not yet. Look at this. I kind of just gesture back to Kit.
Yes, it was. It was discovered in 1869.
Was it used in forensics?
1986
Yeah, hippie.
1986?
is when
Aren't we in 1986?
We're in
you
1984, aren't we? Was it
You-
86?
you're in 86, but
Oh.
it hadn't been used until it's not used till 87 to convict Colin Pitchfork. Funny enough, his name is Colin Pitchfork.
Joseph Wamba made a book about it. It's called. It's pretty good. Anyway, so yeah.
Okay.
And it was also all the way in the UK in 86. It didn't hit the US until 87.
Either way, Vinny doesn't know what you're talking about. Vinny wasn't much for book learning.
I'm pretty sure that my character, being a doctor, would have read a bunch of stuff.
I mean, the themes of DNA have been around since the 1800s, but using them in crimes and having the ability to pull DNA from things is brand new and very expensive.
So I start the car and I'm turning the heat on. I'm like, all right, back it up. I start driving toward the electrical transformer on the outside of town.
I'm going to kind of keep an eye out to see if there's any patrolling cars that would notice, or patrolling people that would notice us stopping at the transformer. And if they would notice, I'll have him drop me off a little bit away and I'll kind of sneak up to it.
Okay, you don't notice anybody.
Okay.
It's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I still park a little bit away from the transformer, so it's not too obvious we're stopping at it. I look back at Tiffany and Steph. I'm like, all right, you know what you gotta do. Get it done. Be quick. And for God's sakes, don't leave anything behind. As I get out, I park the car, get out, and open the trunk for them.
Yep. I hop out, walk over, throw my gloves on, grab the flux capacitor rod that I rigged to be detonated from a little bit further away, and I stick it to the transformer. I look around really quick and I immediately hop back in.
I once they're gone, I get back in the car. And did you move to the front?
Oh, they're getting back in.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're getting right back in. We're going with you.
Yeah, I hopped out, put the stuff where it needed to go, and hopped right back in.
Oh, okay.
And I immediately turned. This doesn't have too big of a radius. So we'll need to be kind of close by still when this happens. Maybe like a mile.
All right, no problem. So once everyone's back in, I turn it around, start back up, make sure the headlights are off, and turn it around, and I get just a little out of eyesight, and so find a deserted area. And I'm like, all right.
And
All right,
boom.
Tiffany,
Yes.
you are going to have to make an aptitude check.
Okay.
This is going to be an extreme check to make sure that this was done right to the point where it won't backfire in a thunderstorm.
Okay. I would like to use I can use a priority token to add a die, right?
Uh-huh.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. I'm going to have a couple of rerolls here, so let me... Ooh, okay, looking good so far. And that's the fourth one. Let me re-roll this one. Let me re-roll the 6. Re-roll that 6. Okay. So... $28.
Critical success.
Nice.
Oh, thank God.
Which means you get an edge.
Yay!
So, so I will say the transformer station kind of sits off a gravel service road. It's about a mile outside of Redwood Falls. There's a chain link fence surrounding the structure. You you can hear this low electrical buzz, and Tiffany, you're able to bypass the fence, slip in without drawing attention. Rain beads across the metal housings of the transformers, running down the vertical ribs in thin streams. The transformer that you go to, it hums steadily beneath the rainfall. You can almost feel a vibration through the sole of your boots. You pull the rod out, and there's an indicator light that's glowing faintly through the drizzle. You attach the rod to the grounding brackets, and these magnets bite into the steel housing with a sharp metallic click. It settles into place, and as you finish the calibration, you move back, go into the vehicle. You drive about a mile down the road, giving way to pavement again. The town lights are faint behind you, barely visible. The transformer station starts to disappear behind a low hill and a stand of trees. And Tiffany, you hold the detonator.
Kaboom.
A silent flash rolls across the distant horizon like heat lightning. A pulse of electromagnetic force slams through the grid, invisible but absolute. For a split second, the entire valley flickers. In Redwood Falls, every light dies at once. Street lamps go dark. Storefront signs vanish. The diner, the sheriff's office, the radio station all drop into blackness simultaneously. Even the blinking red beacon atop the radio tower cuts out mid-cycle. A second later, the distant transformer station erupts in a brief shower of blue-white arcs as the overloaded coils dump their energy into the ground. The sound arrives a moment afterwards, this deep electrical crack that rolls across the hills like thunder. And then silence. The discharge travels cleanly through the grid as intended, frying regulators and tripping every protective breaker along the network. Redwood Falls is in complete darkness.
We might want to get out of here.
Yeah, these lights are going to make us a target, so we need to park somewhere that we're not going to be seen and turn lights off immediately.
I turn the headlights off, and I'm like, all right. I make my way carefully down the road. I mean, yeah, it's 1 a.m., but you never know.
And it's dark as fuck. How are you seeing the road right now?
Very carefully.
Yeah, that's why I'm driving slowly. But I'm assuming there's one road into town, right? So there. So drive there, get to where the medical building, the clinic is. I want to take one loop around, make sure that all the sheriff and everyone's gone. And then we're going to park, find somewhere discreet to park, and we'll walk to the clinic.
So I want you to make a finesse check to be able to drive in the dark.
Finesse? Okay.
We're about to get into a car accident.
Oh yeah, no, that
6, 4, and 5.
It's not bad.
3, 6, 4, 18 plus 23.
Okay. Success.
probably using the light from the lightning to keep on the road.
Yeah.
Okay, so the road's almost completely dark without the street lights. Redwood Falls becomes a silhouette of rooftops and tree lines against a dim rain-soaked sky. You get closer to town and you see something has already gone wrong appearing in the distance. Flashing lights. Red and white strobes pulse through the darkness ahead, reflecting off the rain and low clouds. The lights bounce against the wet asphalt and shimmer along the trunks of roadside trees. Emergency vehicles. When you turn onto Mill Road, the source becomes clear. 2 sheriff's cruisers sit angled across the entrance to the Behavioral Health Center parking lot. Their light bars spinning silently in the rain. An ambulance is parked near the front of the building, its rear doors open. The engine idles, exhaust drifting faintly into the wet night air. Several figures move through the flashing lights, deputies in rain jackets, one paramedic kneeling beside something on the ground. In the center of the parking lot, illuminated by alternating bursts of red and blue, lies a body. A blanket has been pulled over it, but the shape beneath it is unmistakably human. The rain darkens the fabric, pressing it down along the outline of the shoulders and legs. A boot sticks slightly out from under the edge of the blanket. You see the deputies speak in low voices. You can't hear it under the sound of the rain and spinning emergency lights. The front door of the clinic stands open behind them, the interior completely dark now that the power is gone. A portable floodlight has been set on the pavement near the entrance, creating a harsh white beam across the scene. It throws long shadows across the parking lot and makes the falling rain look like streaks of silver. From where you sit in the vehicle, you cannot yet see the face of the body beneath the blankets. You only see stillness. Deputies haven't noticed you yet. And the rain continues to fall steadily, washing across the asphalt and pulling slowly along the edges of the lot.
We may want to get out of here.
Yeah, you're I keep driving past it. Still slowly. I'm not trying to speed. I don't want to raise suspicion, but I want to pull away and find someplace discreet to park where they can't see us.
Okay. Where you can still see them?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell? What the fuck happened?
I'm trying to think, is there any way that it was the thing that we planted, or do I think that something else used the darkness to cover it up?
You don't know. You wouldn't know without knowing what time this body dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use?
You don't even know what body it is.
Veil sensitive, where I can sense the presence of supernatural entities or active sigils within 30 feet.
There's nothing within 30 feet. You guys have driven away. You'd have to be, again, within 30 feet of that scene.
Fucking hell. What the hell happened? Somebody get hit by a car or something?
I reach into one of my pockets and I pull out a long-range optics. And I look through it to see if I can't see anything. Because they have sigil marked lenses, so I can see anomalies from long range.
You currently cannot see anything. The body is covered. Everybody's moving through trying to figure out what happened.
I'm going to watch the scene through the optics and see if...
Okay.
And I kind of lean over. I wonder if the sheriff listened to that thing again.
What thing?
The recording?
You think he went back into you think he went back in there?
I mean, he might have. We were told explicitly to only listen to it once, right? Maybe he went back in and something happened. If the sheriff's dead, that entire building's going to be covered.
Well, any dead body building's going to be covered.
Yeah, but especially the sheriff. You don't think he had a good relationship with everybody here?
Yeah, they're not going to sweep this up. All right. Think. All right. We can't go.
The other option we have is to go to her house.
Yeah, that's the only thing we can do right now. At least we know the cops won't be anywhere near her house, but...
And if she's trying to hide something
might be
that
there.
she doesn't want to see, the house would be the place to look for it.
Okay, yeah, that's one place too.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Looking through the lens, the first thing you see are the deputies. 3 of them stand near the cruisers, rain jackets reflecting the rotating emergency lights. One is speaking into a handheld radio while another moves slowly around the perimeter of the lot, scanning the ground with a flashlight. The beam sweeps across wet pavement, catching puddles and scattered gravel. Near the ambulance, a paramedic closes one of the rear doors while another stands over the covered body with a clipboard. The blanket covering the figure is soaked through in places where the rain is collected. It clings to the shape beneath it now, revealing the outline more clearly. Broad shoulders, long legs, boots. One arm lies partly outside the edge of the blanket, palm turned upward against the pavement. A sheriff's badge glints faintly on the soaked uniform shirts. The rotating light catches the metal for a split second. Then again. You adjust the focus and the badge number is partly visible, and the sleeve patch reads Redwood County Sheriff. A deputy kneels briefly and pulls the blanket back just enough to check something near the collar. For a moment, the face is exposed. Sheriff Daniel Mercer. Rain falls across his unmoving features. The deputy covers him again and stands, Another cruiser pulls into the lot from the road, its tires cutting through the puddles as the lights join the others in flashing bursts of red and blue. From the distance through the optics, you can see the clinic door still hanging open behind them. There's no power, no lights. The deputies continue moving around the scene. And still, in the distance, the radio tower remained dark, its red beacon still dead after the EMP pulse.
Well, I got some bad news for y'all.
What's that?
It's the sheriff, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, what we can do now, probably he went back in the clinic and something got him. That's the only thing. There's
The
nothing.
other option, thing is, he could have been part of the experiment. We don't remember what happened and what was on that recording.
Yeah.
Who says that wasn't his second time listening to it?
No, I agree. I agree. It's probably something going on, probably linked to there. But until they all clear out over there, we're not going to find anything in there unless we all feel comfortable blasting away some deputies, which I tell you right now, I'm not. So,
Let's go check out the doc's place.
listen.
Although
Okay.
the radio
They're gonna
tower-
question. I turn to the others and I'm like, listen. They're gonna question us as a matter of routine because they did talk to us and we were there the earlier of the day. But unless he got zapped by something, which again they can't link to us. I looked at Tiff, right?
The device should have exploded completely. It should blend right in with the transformer.
So we're clear. They have nothing on us. So let's go find this doc's house and see if we can take advantage of the fact that there's not going to be a cop within miles of the house, if there ever was any there, and find some answers. All we got to do, and then later the next day, if it's not guarded or something, figure out a way to get into that clinic if we still need to.
See, my concern is I don't think they have a reason. When we went by, was the door open to the clinic? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to go in that clinic and they're going to find that recording.
Well, we
And
can't
then they
help
might
that.
take it.
Well, nothing we can do about it. It's out of our hands again, unless we're willing to go in guns blazing and shoot a bunch of deputies. Which
Did it look like I could sneak in?
No. There's no way.
No.
So I start up the car again, and I'm like, all right, everybody got an address to know of where this doc lived?
I
don't think we ever got it. We just
remember.
Farm.
Hang on, let me see. I might have written it down. No, I only have where the office is.
All right. I look around. Do I see a payphone?
No. It wouldn't work anyways.
No, I'm not trying to use it.
He's gonna look for a phone book.
Yeah, it's 1986. They have phone books.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Holy
no, not
shit.
around here.
Okay, I drive away. I drive off, and I try and see if I find a payphone.
Well, if it's a farm, it's gonna be on the edge of town.
You know how many farms are probably going to be?
Yeah, but most farms also have signs out front.
That's assuming it's an actual farm. Phone books are best chance.
So the rain weakens as you drive, tapering from a steady downpour into a thin mist that streaks across the windshield. Your wipers slow to an occasional swipe. Puddles still cover the roads, reflecting the scattered emergency lights back near the clinic. With the town's power still out, Redwood Falls looks even smaller than it did before. Most of the streets are completely dark now. Houses sit in silhouettes, their windows black. Only the occasional flashlight beam moves around a curtain where somewhere inside someone is checking breakers or lighting candles. You pass through the center of town again, moving slowly. Without power, the diner is closed early. A single lantern glows faintly inside the window where the waitress must be waiting out the outage. The radio station building sits dark as well. No lights in the windows, no hum of equipment reaching the street. You do find a payphone near the corner of Main and Alder, mounted to the outside wall of the grocery store. The metal housing glints faintly under the weak glow of battery-powered lantern hanging above the entrance. A stack of thick yellow directories rests on a small shelf beneath the phone, tied loosely with a piece of twine so they don't wander off.
I go up to the phone books and I start looking up the last name of the doctor.
Which is?
Hang on, I have it.
Notes?
Justine Melman.
Nope.
No, it's
What? I thought Justine Melman was missing.
no, it's
Elaine Marrow. Elaine Marrow.
Yes.
I look under for Elaine Marrow until I find Elaine Marrow's in the phone books.
You look under Marrow because it goes by last name.
Yep.
Only one name appears. Marrow Elaine. Rural. I can't ever say that word because of my accent. Rural Route 3.
I pull the page out.
what
and
time is it?
It is about 1:30.
I pull the page out from the phone book and I run and tuck it in my pocket and run back to the car.
Okay.
And get in there, start it up, and I pull it out. Got it. And I hand it over. Who's in the passenger?
I'm in the passenger.
I give it to Tiffany.
I read it really quick.
All right. Let's go find this. And I try see if there's a map in the glove compartment.
I look for a map.
Okay.
I know enough to remember all this.
Me too. This was in the 90s too.
Yeah. GPS wasn't popular until
We had phone books in
early
our house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say when we used to go to Six Flags, we used to use
We had a phone book in our house.
MapQuest.
Oh, I forgot.
MapQuest. You remember printing out
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
MapQuest?
Yeah,
You could print them out.
yeah,
and
we
then,
used
God
to use
forbid
that.
there's fucking construction.
Ugh.
Because then you
Oh,
have to pull off to the nearest gas station and be like,
And then
Where
look
the
for a
fuck are
local
we?
map or because every gas
Mhm.
station had an atlas. Our car, we had one of the thick atlases because you had them by region. You had
Yeah.
like northeast, southeast. So you do find a county road map. The roads around Redwood Falls are simple. Main Street runs through the center of town, branching out into two state routes, a handful of rural connectors. Rural Route 3 is marked in thin gray lines on the outer edge of the map, cutting through open farmland before winding into low hills and wood patches. A small dot sits beside the road with a handwritten note someone once added in pen, Marrow Farm. It looks like it's a straightforward drive out of town past the grain elevator, across the narrow bridge over Miller Creek, then another 2 miles through the open fields before the road curves into a line of old maple trees. The map suggests the farmhouse sits well back from the road.
So I pull up to it. I wanted to see if there's a place I can discreetly park the car that's not visible.
So, well, let's drive out there first.
Yeah, drive out there.
This is not a DeLorean.
I mean, you got flux capacitors and all that. I
Hey, the
mean,
movie
why not?
just came out.
Let's actually make sure our car is not a DeLorean because it won't work.
Main Streets. So, wait a second. So Main Street disappears quickly behind you with the power grid down. The last streetlight fades into darkness after only a few blocks. The headlights carve a path through the mist as you reach the edge of town. The grain elevator rises briefly in the beams, tall and silent against the sky. Beyond it, the road narrows. Fields stretch out on both sides now, wide and black under the clouded nights. The mist drifts low over the ground, thin enough to see through, but thick enough to swallow the horizon. Wooden fence posts appear and disappear in the headlights as you pass. The bridge over Miller Creek comes and goes in a few seconds, tires thumping softly across the boards, the sound of running water below barely audible over the engine. Then the road grows even quieter. No houses, no lights, just farmland and dark tree lines pressing in from the distance. After several minutes, the road bends slightly and the map proves correct. A line of old maple trees appears ahead, their trunks thick and crooked, branches reaching over the road like a tunnel. Fallen leaves stick to the wet pavement beneath you. A narrow gravel drive breaks off from the right side of the road. A weathered wooden sign stands beside it. The headlights wash across the lettering as the vehicle slows. Marrow Farm. That gravel drive disappears into darkness beyond the trees, and the farmhouse itself sits too far back to see clearly from the road.
Okay, pull in, look to park the car.
Told you it would have a sign.
Yeah, it's not exactly a nice flashing Broadway sign there, lady. So as I go down, I pull up to the farm, I'll kind of get a quick scan to see if there's anything out of the ordinary, any signs that other people are there or have been there.
And I would like to use Veil Sense.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we don't know if she had anybody living with her.
Go ahead and roll an aptitude check. You too.
Aptitude, okay. 7, 10. Plus 5. Okay. Can I say 15?
Success.
Over 30.
Critical success. Okay. So the gravel crunches softly under the tires as the vehicle rolls slowly down the long drive. The maple trees thin out after the first 50 yards, opening into a wide stretch of farmland that slopes gently away from the road. The headlights sweep across rows of dark soil and tall grass before settling on the farmhouse itself. It's older than expected. 2 stories, white paint, long faded toward gray, with a wraparound porch that leans slightly under its own age. A red barn sits farther back across the field, its broad doors closed. A windmill stands nearby, its blade still in the calm air. No lights burn in any of the windows. The vehicle stops near the edge of the yard. The engine clicks softly as it cools down when you shut it off. The sudden quiet of the countryside settles around you. No distant traffic, no town noise, only the occasional rustle of the wind across the fields. As you step out into the damp grass, the rain's completely stopped now. Low mist hangs across the ground, drifting slowly between the farmhouse and the barn. First thing you check is the obvious. Check for tire tracks. In the soft gravel near the house, there are several sets of older impressions, likely belonging to farm vehicles or the doctor's car from earlier in the week. But none of them are fresh. The rain earlier tonight has softened the edges of everything. No new tread patterns cut through the gravel since the storm ended. The porch boards are damped but intact. No muddy boot prints climb the steps, and the front door is closed. The farm feels empty. Kit, you let your perception shift. The veil opens to your senses with unusual clarity tonight. At first, the property reads as quiet. The house itself carries no active sigils etched into its structure, no ritual circles beneath the porch, no boundary wards carved into the beams. The barn and windmill stand inert, ordinary structures under the night sky. But the ground beneath the farm is not empty. With a critical clarity of perception, the pattern reveals itself. It's buried. Deep beneath the soil of the property runs a geometric structure that spreads outward like roots. Not a traditional sigil carved into stone, but something older and far larger. A containment pattern embedded in the land itself. The lines are wide and ancient and partially eroded by time. Most of it lies dormant, most of it broken. But one section beneath the farmhouse still holds. The pattern pulses faintly beneath the earth, responding to something that is not present here physically. The structure is not feeding power into the world above. It's holding something back. It's incomplete now, fractured in several places where the land has been disturbed over decades of farming. But the center point still remains, directly beneath the house. And you sense something else too. A thin thread of resonance connecting the buried structure to the phenomenon you encountered earlier. The tape, the tone, the thing behind the door. Whatever Dr. Mara was studying here was not something she discovered randomly. The farm sits on it, above the broken lines of an old containment system. And tonight, because the town's power grid became dark and the radio tower went silent, the faint pulse beneath the ground feels slightly stronger than it should. You get a sense, we'll say with a critical, you get a sense that maybe the radio signal wasn't a source, but a barrier, holding something back, and you've just eliminated it.
Whoops.
Oh boy.
I relate all this. I relate what I'm seeing underground.
I kind of look underground like, you telling me there's some kind of like, what, a lockbox or something underneath here?
More like an incomplete containment sigil.
And what? What? We just, what? We busted open the lock of it or something?
No, the radio signal that in the radio tower, I have a feeling was a barrier to not let whatever it is in.
Oh boy, this night just keeps getting better and better.
I will say, with that knowledge, everybody go ahead and make an aptitude check, please.
Oh god, I rolled good.
Notice this music goes chicka chicka. That's funny. I like this music. I think it fits the 80s.
Okay, let's
Is
see.
it aptitude?
Aptitude.
Hang on, but I also have edge.
I think this music fits the
I'll roll
80s.
one more.
Thank you, Pocket Bard.
Mm-hmm.
And this one also blows up. Oh my god, okay. Okay.
Stephanie, what do you got?
Give me a moment. I am still rolling because I rolled 3 6s in a row.
Yeah, I'm still calculating too.
Success.
Let me get my calculator out.
Should really think about making
Branding a calculator.
Yeah.
Wonder if we can do that. We'll have to look. You can brand anything.
It's not like anybody has a patent over calculators.
30.
Okay.
30.
Yeah, 30.
Way over 30. Over
Critical
30 before I
success.
even add my plus 10.
Critical success.
27.
Critical success. So you're the only one that wasn't critical.
But I still succeeded.
Barely. Yes.
How am I outrolling you?
You, as you all think about it, you think about this time, 213. When you think about this being a barrier, now you've kind of figured out maybe this is a barrier. 213 isn't an event or a broadcast. It was a synchronization pulse where the barrier resynced itself to hold whatever's in. The radio tower and the grid were acting as a containment field. You think that the tapes were likely attempts by Dr. Morrow to interface with or study the barrier. You think maybe this buried sigil structure under the farm is the original containment, and it's probably much older than that. And a modern radio system is unknowingly reinforcing the barrier.
So I kind of just rubbed my eyes and okay, so we gotta how is this not known? How are we walking into this and there's God knows what is beneath our feet just locked away? I got time for that.
That's what gets me, because why are they going to take me for fucking up a town and now they're going to have me fuck up another town?
I don't get it.
Welcome to Division 13.
Well, this sounds like a fucking shit show of a division. Okay, what do we do?
Well, there were 12 others.
What do we do? We just book it out of here. What do we do?
Hold on. Kit, how old would you say this sigil is?
Would I get a sense of how old?
At least hundreds of years.
Hundreds of
So
years?
probably
Maybe more.
Probably more.
So probably before we settled here.
Before Division 13 existed.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Would I know that being a scholar and everything, know about where the tribes and everything, Indian Native American tribes and stuff?
I mean, that would depend on your source of study. I mean, if you studied American history, then sure.
I mean, I would have studied American history.
I mean, I could say, unless you are a complete nerd who just happens to know every part of history, especially American history, without having studied it in school and can give fun facts on it.
I mean, she is a nerd. I mean, she went to school for multiple years.
That's your definition of what a nerd is?
Yeah, man.
That also reads a lot.
So I was a history major. What does that make me? Sure.
If you're getting at what I think you're getting at, yes, it's possible.
Ancient Indian burial ground.
What are you two saying? What? Come on, let me in.
Sorry, Native American burial ground.
Hundreds of years ago, possibly more.
What? Come on, spell it
Native
out.
American.
Oh, this is the 80s. They would be saying Indian.
Yeah, they say Indian.
This is the 80s. So you'd be saying Indian.
What? You saying a bunch of Indians who were able to keep this thing locked up?
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you, fucking pilgrims. For wiping those guys out.
Well, that was more.
Whatever. Who cares? Do you know any any Indians we can call and tell us how this is done? Would Division 13 have some guys on auto call or something they can?
Yeah, us.
Okay, well, we'll call up some Indians and have them tell us how we can patch this up. In the meantime, I looked at the house. I'm gonna go inside and
Don't.
see what we came all this way.
Let's think this through before we go into a broken containment sigil.
What is it in the house? I thought you said it's on the ground.
It's the entire area.
So we're already in it.
Yes, but we can see out here. All around us. We're in the house. We don't know the layout of the house. And
it's likely if what you're describing, that house sits dead center, which is probably the main containment of whatever this is.
All right. You don't want to go in. You don't want to go in.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying we be smart.
What? You want to get some flashlights? I mean, we got some in the trunk. But
We go in smart.
okay, explain how smart it is. Tell us.
We stick together.
Of course, I wasn't gonna say we split up like it's Scooby Doo or something like that. Jesus, what do you think I am?
I just look at Vinny.
Scooby Doo came out in the 70s, so this is
Actually, 69.
yeah, that's right, 69.
69
I
was the
just
first
look
premiere.
at Vinny. You have the
Casey,
tendency
Casey,
to
baby.
act first, think second.
Yeah. I got
Hear someone with ethos. Scoob, what are we gonna do?
so I kind of just pull out my 38, check the ammo. All right, I go back to the trunk, open it, and get some flashlights and hand them to everybody. All right, let's all do this smart. And I look over a kid.
Wicked smart.
New York, not fucking Boston.
Paka.
I
Kit, you
I
want
grab
me to
out
take
my
point?
baton while we're in the trunk.
Kit, you
Yeah.
want me to take point? All right.
I get behind Stephanie.
I take the rear.
I'll go third.
All right, let's go up to
All
the
right.
house.
And I'll have my flashlight, gun.
Yeah, I'm holding it the same way.
I'm holding the gun, right hand down, flashlight up, left hand.
And
I'm keeping it like this, like kind of like the ready position.
yeah. I didn't know how to do with the ready position IRL.
Yeah, it's usually how it's like you point it down,
Okay, so point it down.
Low ready.
right? Yeah, low ready. You
Yeah.
point it down so then you can.
Low
Okay.
ready, and then you would bring it up like this. Flashlight.
Okay.
With you, it's not as big of a deal because your point.
Yeah.
I don't want to be flagging everyone.
Yeah, that I figured that. Okay,
Alright.
cool.
All right. So, Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We've got some work to do now. You guys just start running through rooms, coming out of random rooms. There's just this person in a mask.
Or the what? Jeez.
Yeah. Would have gotten away with it too
pull
if
off
you
the mask,
weren't
it's
for
the
you
doctor.
meddling kids. Yeah, it's the doctor the whole time. Or it's the sheriff the whole time.
Yeah.
But we thought you were dead.
Sheriff,
Oh, yeah?
sir.
And then it's the doctor. Dr. Marrow? And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. Scooby-Doo's so good.
It is.
If y'all haven't seen it, go watch the live action too. Because it's so good. All right. So the porch boards creak softly under their weight, under your weight as you step into the farmhouse. The structure feels older up close. The paint along the railing has peeled in long strips. exposing the gray wood underneath. Rainwater drips slowly from the roofline, tapping against the boards with a steady rhythm that echoes faintly across the quiet yard. The front door is unlocked. It opens with a slow push. The hinges giving a long, tired groan that carries into the dark interior. Inside, the air smells of dust, old wood, and something faintly medicinal, like antiseptic, long dried into the grain of the floorboards. The house is cold. Not unnaturally so, but colder than the night air outside. Your flashlight cut thin beams through the darkness. The entryway opens into a modest living room. Worn furniture sits arranged neatly as if someone left it in order before stepping out. A couch faces a small television set from the late 70s. A bookshelf along one wall holds medical texts and farm ledgers mixed together in uneven stacks. Nothing's overturned, nothing's disturbed. But the house has the quiet of a place that hasn't been lived in for several days. The hallway stretches deeper into the structure, leading toward what must be the kitchen. A narrow staircase climbs along the wall to the second floor. The floorboards creak in slow complaint as you move. Outside, the mist drifts through the fields, barely visible through the front windows. Inside the house, the silence is thick enough that every moment feels louder than it should. And everybody make an aptitude check.
More math. Okay.
Vinny.
21.
Success. Kit.
19.
Success. Stephanie.
Still rolling.
Double
Tiffany.
check. Still doing that, unfortunately.
How many flashbacks is this bringing back for Kit right now?
We'll see.
What was that? Aptitude?
Yep.
Uh, 15.
Success.
Mine is also 15.
Success. Okay. You begin to notice small things. A coffee mug sits on the kitchen counter with a ring of dried residue inside. A chair at the table is pulled halfway out as though someone stood up quickly. On the wall near the back door hangs a calendar marked with several dates circled in red. Every one of them reads 2/13. Your senses register something faint beneath the floorboards again. The same buried pattern you felt outside, but here it's stronger. Not active, but closer.
I relay that to the group.
The center of the old containment geometry lies somewhere beneath the structure. As you move further inside, the house begins to settle around you. Wood contracts softly in the cooling air. A beam somewhere up above shifts with a dull thump. Nothing supernatural. Just the natural sound of an old house at night. But something subtle happens. Vinny. You hear footsteps behind you.
I whirl around and point my gun and flashlight.
No one's there, just an empty hallway. Stephanie, your flashlight flickers once before stabilizing again. Tiffany, your attention drifts briefly to the kitchen radio sitting on the counter. It has no power, but for the faintest moment, you think you hear the beginning of a tone trying to form beneath the static silence. Then it stops. Nothing moves again. The house returns to quiet.
In my head, I am just saying, it's just the house settling. It's just the house settling.
As I
Through the radio.
kind of we're moving along, do I see a clock anywhere?
No.
I
I
love
ca-
the watches.
I'm
going to use one of my passives of track the unseen, which I gain edge on checks to follow footprints and trails, detect disturbances, identify whether something supernatural passed through, locate sigils or occult residue. And if a creature is invisible or incorporeal, I can still attempt to trace its path through the air or dust.
Okay, you can make a check.
Alrighty. So, would that be
Aptitude.
aptitude? Alrighty. Oh, that was cocked. Okay. Die. I just hit over 30.
Okay. Critical success. But you sense nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that makes me a bit more wary about the place.
I kind of whisper to the others as we're moving through. What time did they say that things stopped popping off?
Shh, listen.
I look at my watch to see what time it is.
Is it the radio?
That was a radio.
A radio, not the radio?
It's 2:13.
Nobody move. We stay together.
I wasn't planning on going off exploring.
I grab Tiffany's hand.
I've got you.
What are you guys doing?
I am sitting still until 2:14.
As things begin to escalate,
Yeah, I pull out my baton.
Is this all from the radio?
This is all from somewhere. And you don't hear it with your ears. It's inside your heads. All at once. For 1 minute straight. Until the clock hits 2:14.
Okay, now how many flashbacks is?
Everyone, not only do you take a mark in major stability index, but you also gain a major mark of exposure.
Oh shit.
So one each.
1 each.
Oh.
Well,
Kit would actually know that the way Stephanie is just absolutely just rigid, she's having flashbacks herself.
Yeah, Tiffany, you would feel Kit's hand like extremely tight on your hand, like almost crushing it.
All right, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna look over at the radio. Is the light still off on it? The one that we passed?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I guess the only thing to do is keep moving.
Now you can either continue into the kitchen or move upstairs.
Mm.
We're going.
I would say upstairs because I'm not sure what would be in the kitchen. Unless was the radio itself in the kitchen?
No.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess while we're on the floor, we might as well swing by the kitchen really quick and see if we see anything.
I say we
Clear the floor.
clear the floor.
Yeah.
Move up.
Okay.
Do as we're clearing, do I notice a way down?
No.
Okay. So, like, no door to a cellar or something like that?
Not that you can tell.
Might be one outside, but or hidden one.
Probably.
Would I know from being from the Midwest and that they're typically outside?
Not necessarily. All right. So you move carefully down the hallway, flashlights cutting steady beams across the walls as you approach the kitchen. The boards beneath your boots complain quietly with each step, the sound dull and heavy in the old wood. The kitchen opens wider than expected once you reach it. It's an older farmhouse layout, functional rather than decorative. A large wooden table sits in the center of the room with 4 mismatched chairs around it. A cast iron stove rests against one wall, cold and unused. The sink beneath the window is full of darkness, the glass above it reflecting only the pale movement of your lights. The mug seen earlier sits beside the sink exactly as it appeared from the hallway. Beside it, a small stack of medical notepads, the top page filled with neat handwriting. Most of the writing is clinical shorthand, quick notes about sleep cycles, auditory response, and patient reactions.
I go and read all the notes.
Several times the same phrase appears circled in the margins. Resonance occurs before sleep.
Resonance?
Yes. The refrigerator door stands slightly ajar.
I look inside.
You nudge it open the rest of the way, and the interior light doesn't come on. The power outage has left everything dark inside. A faint smell of spoiled milk drifts, but nothing more alarming than that. There is a back door that sits across the room, locked with a simple deadbolt. Beyond the window, in its upper half, the mist still hangs low over the fields. The pantry holds dry goods and jars of preserved vegetables. A flashlight beam passes over rows of canned food and sacks of grain stacked neatly along the shelves.
So I'm looking around. Do I see, like, how do I explain it? Like personal touches, like little mementos around, anything?
Nope.
So I'm looking around. I noticed this, and I looked at the others. Tell me something. You all live in a house, right? You got homes?
I did.
Well, in your home, you ever have like little knickknacks, mementos, little personal touches?
Knick-knack,
Oh,
paddywhack,
yeah.
give a dog a bone.
All
Yeah,
over the place.
yeah. I'm assuming mine too. I'm assuming you guys did too. You know what I'm noticing? None of that here.
But wasn't she only here for a couple years?
Yeah. Doesn't matter though. Even after a few months, you should have collected something. This doesn't look like a home to me. This is like just a place you crash at.
Maybe she slept at the lab.
I don't know.
No, there weren't beds there that I
Why
saw
don't we
at
go-
least.
You should check
But
upstairs.
how hard would it be to?
What was that? Like what?
Shh.
How hard would it be to research something like this? If it's hundreds of years old, she could have known what she was looking for and found it here.
Maybe.
I checked the door really quick, the front door that we came in.
It's closed.
Did we close it?
I come back.
I mean, I probably did walking in, so then it doesn't look.
Did you guys
Suspicious.
see that door?
Yeah. The fuck. I'm really tightly gripping my pistol.
I'm
All right. One not alone.
Okay, everybody did hear that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Step back.
Outside, upstairs, where?
Okay.
I'm gonna start swooping rooms with my gun and my flashlight.
Tiffany, stay together.
Well,
Let's
then
all go
stick
up.
with me.
Let's all go upstairs and see.
No, one floor at a time.
You finished.
We finished
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's
right,
time
upstairs
to
it
go
goes.
upstairs. And I'm still at point, so I'm
Okay.
going up first. And
I'm walking up the stairs backwards.
I'm still clutching onto Catherine's ham with my one hand.
Stupid. You don't walk
Right
up the
now.
stairs- You don't walk up the stairs backwards.
I can.
That's how you trip.
Did I tell you that?
Tiffany's
All
like,
right.
Meg, step up here.
The staircase waits in the narrow hall like a throat. Your flashlights sweep across the first few steps as you approach. The wood is worn smooth in the center where decades of boots and shoes have climbed up and down. The banister is cool to the touch, slightly sticky with age and humidity. The first step creaks when weight settles on it, then another. Each step groans softly under the pressure, the sound carrying up into the second floor. The mist outside is thickened again. Through the small window halfway up the stairs, the fields beyond the farm are barely visible. At the top of the staircase, the hallway branches left and right. 3 doors. One at the far end stands open just a few inches. Tiffany, your flashlight moves across the wall and catches something scratched faintly into the plaster behind the hallway light switch. Lines. At first they look random, but then you see concentric shapes, curves intersecting with straight marks. A waveform, a crude attempt to draw sound. Vinny, you hear it first, a faint shifting behind you.
I spin around.
The staircase is empty. But the darkness below feels deeper than it should be. Stephanie, your beam sweeps down the stairwell and there's nothing. But for a split second, you're certain you see someone standing near the front door. Tall, still. Your beam moves and the shape disappears. You keep going up the stairs and the stairs stretch longer and seem to stretch even longer than they did when you first reached. Just a few extra feet. Enough that the door at the end seems slightly farther away now. Kit, you feel the ground beneath the house again, the buried pattern, but here the geometry is distorted and bent, like something beneath the structure has been pushing against it for a very long time. And the door at the end of the hallway opens and closes, breathing back and forth. But it can't be wind. The house is sealed. No ventilation, just the door moving. Vinny, your flashlight crosses the nearest bedroom doorway. It looks normal. A bed, a dresser, a window overlooking the fields. But there's a mirror above the dresser, reflecting the hallway behind you. And in the reflection, the hallway is full of doors. Not 3, dozens. All red.
I turn around to where I would see the mirror reflecting from.
3 doors. Empty. The open door at the end of the hall now stops moving. Then, from somewhere behind the walls,
Damn radio again.
inside the room, I'm sorry, the door at the end of the hallway fully swings open. Inside that room, something's wrong. The angles of the wall don't line up correctly. The far corner of the room looks deeper than the structure should allow. Kit, you feel the containment lines beneath the house shifts, stretching like something below just became aware of where you're standing.
I let everybody know.
All right.
I think it might be time for us to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're on the lion's den and we need to get the fuck out of here. I turn around and start making my way to the door.
Okay, everybody agree?
Yeah. We'll have to come back later, maybe.
Maybe when it's light out.
Yeah.
You
I make for the door and to open it. Or is it already open?
Okay. So you turn towards the staircase, all of you. Your flashlights swing back down the hallway toward the landing, and the stairs are still there, but something about them feels wrong. They're not gone. They're just not the same. The staircase looks longer than it did a few minutes ago. The angle feels steeper, the shadows thicker between the rails. The bottom of the stairwell disappears into darkness where the living room should be. No sound from below, no shifting boards, no wind against the door, just black. You begin moving toward it, and the first step down groans loudly beneath your weight. The second step creaks harder. By the third step, you hear a deep, slow sound travel through the structure. The walls themselves seem to flex slightly as if pressure has shifted beneath the foundation. Then that same tone you heard in the hotel room begins again. Not from upstairs, but from everywhere. The sound vibrates through the staircase rails and up through your boots. 7 seconds. The flashlight beams flicker wildly across the stairwell as the tone deepens. Halfway down the staircase, the bottom floor comes into view. But it's not the living room. The hallway below is longer now. Much longer. The front door at the far end of the house looks impossibly distant. And every few seconds, the geometry of the hallway shifts by inches, stretching farther away like something pulling the structure apart from underneath. The tone stops. The house falls into silence. Then the staircase behind you slams. Not the steps, the door upstairs. The bedroom door at the end of the hall you left open crashes shut with a violent crack that shakes dust loose from the ceiling. Every door upstairs follows. 1, 2, 3, 4. The sound ripples down the hallway like dominoes. Then the entire house goes quiet again. Stephanie, your beam catches something on the wall halfway down the stairs. Writing. Wasn't there before. It's carved into the plaster beside the railing. There's no letters at first glance, just rough marks, but the longer the light rests there, the clearer it becomes. The same 3 words pressed into the motel notepad. You opened it. The letters look freshly cut. Wet plaster crumbles slightly at the edges. From the hallway below comes a slow sound. Footsteps. Not hurried, but measured. Coming from somewhere deeper in the house. Vinny, you swing your light down towards the floor below, and the beam lands on the far end of the hallway. But nothing's standing there. But the footsteps continue. Closer now. Slow. And heavy, as if something is climbing the staircase from below without actually touching the steps. Kit, you feel the sigil beneath the house pulse again, harder this time. The containment pattern beneath the soil is bending and straining. Something beneath the farm has noticed you completely now. The staircase creaks again. Something is shifting on it. Behind you. Above you. Inside the walls. The house tightens around you like a fist. And the tone begins again. And this time, it doesn't stop at 7 seconds. That's where we're going to take our break.
Holy fuck, you ass.
So, we will be right back, everybody. Please do not go anywhere. All right, we are back. So, the um, 1 second. There we go. All right, so the tone continues, not loud but constant. It settles into the bones of the house like pressure beneath deep water. The wood beams tremble with it. The walls breathe around it. The staircase beneath your feet shudders. Not violently, but slowly, as if the entire structure is flexing around something pushing upward from below. The hallway beneath you stretches again. The front door that should be 15 feet away now looks like it belongs to another building entirely. Vinny, you hear the first voice. Vincent. Spoken directly behind your ear, and when you turn, there's no one there. But for just a second, your flashlight beam catches the edge of the living room below. The furniture's wrong. The couch is gone. The television's gone. The floor is concrete. Warehouse concrete. Candles sit melted into puddles of wax around the room. The ritual circle from Brooklyn spreads across the floor. Not chalk, but magnetic tape, the same tape from the cassette in Mara's office. 7 figures stand around the circle. Their bodies are wrong now, dissolved skin, mouths hanging open, their eyes locked on you. Every single one of them speaks in perfect unison. You left us here. Your beam shifts, and the living room is normal again. Just old furniture and dark windows. That tone deepens, and Stephanie, the radio crackles suddenly on your vest. No power, no signal, but it activates anyway. Static spills into the air, then a voice. Military. Command tone. Sergeant Miller. Your stomach drops. The voice is from the classified deployment you survived, the one you never talk about. Why didn't you report the anomaly? The static shifts. The voice changes. Now it's someone you remember losing out there. You saw what it did to us. And why did you walk away? And your flashlight flickers violently. The beam jumps across the stairwell walls. Everywhere the light touches, the plaster is covered in diagrams, waveforms, hundreds of them, drawn in frantic overlapping layers. The same signal pattern repeated again and again, some drawn with pen, some scratched with fingernails, some written in something darker. At the center of the staircase wall, written over and over, you can't build a door without something opening it. Your own handwriting appears among the drawings. Dates from years ago, notes from the device that burned down the forest, calculations you never shared with anyone, but the math is finished here, completed and solved. Kit, you feel the worst of it. The veil sense explodes open around you like pressure releasing from a wound. The sigil beneath the house is no longer dormant. It's tearing and peeling. Something vast presses against the underside of reality where the geometry is failing. And through that fracture, something is looking back. The hallway below begins to fill with doors. Red doors. Hundreds of them. They grow out of the walls like rot spreading through wood. Every one slightly open. Everyone revealing the same hallway behind it. Endless, recursive, and breathing. The footsteps from earlier reach the base of the staircase, but no one climbs the steps. Instead, the weight presses against the wood beneath you, as if something massive is standing directly under the floor, listening. And then the tone stops. There's total silence. Then the entire house whispers. Not one voice, but thousands. You opened it. The staircase lurches. The doors slam open all at once. Every red doorway vomiting darkness into the hallway. And something moves inside that darkness. Something tall enough that the ceiling of the house bends around it. The wood beams crack. The sigil beneath the farm pulses violently. And the thing beneath the house pushes upward hard enough that the entire structure groans in protests. And then everything stops. The house freezes. The hallway snaps back to normal. 3 doors upstairs, living room below, front door 15 feet away. The tone is gone. The footsteps are gone. The walls are clean. The only thing that remains, carved into the wood of the staircase railing where your hands rest, fresh and deep. 2:13.
I look at my watch as my hand is shaking to see what time it is.
The fuck is going on here?
2:13.
Did the time stop or something?
I thought I saw it turn to 214.
I did too.
Listen,
But
let's
it's
discuss
too-
this outside.
Let's get out of here. Let's get.
I make
Let's-
for the door. I'm just pushing my way through. Get the fuck out of here. I move down the hallway.
I'm following.
My eyes are darting around, checking in the little alcoves if I see anything as I'm leaving that may, be of interest or may, kill me.
All right. So you move. No hesitation. Whatever curiosity brought you into the house is gone. Front door's right there, 15 feet away at the end of the hallway. Safe. You descend the last few steps of the staircase. Excuse me.
Stop it.
The boards groan under your boots as you step onto the living room floor and you cross to the door. 5 steps, 4, 3. Vinny, you reach for the handle and your hand closes around it. The wood beneath your feet shifts, not violently, but suddenly. The hallway stretches. The door slides away from you as far as if the floor itself is lengthening beneath your feet. You yank the handle anyway, and the latch turns. But when the door opens, there's no porch, no yard, no mist-covered farmland, just another hallway, longer and wider, lined with red doors. The same hallway from the tape. As you're forced through the door, all of you, the front door slams shut behind you. The sound shakes the house hard enough to knock dust from the ceiling beams. The tone returns. This time it's not a clean sound. It's layered. Hundreds of tones stacked together in slightly different frequencies, vibrating through the floorboards like it's a living thing again. And Stephanie, your radio ignites again. The speaker bursts to life with overlapping transmissions. Your deployment. The classified event. Voices screaming over gunfire. Containment breach! We're losing the perimeter! Get the hell out of there! Then your commanding officer's voice cuts through the chaos, clear and cold. You left them. The radio speaker melts slightly, plastic warping inward as the device heats in your hands. Their transmissions do not stop. You left them. You left them. You left them. You stumble as the wall beside you explodes with diagrams again. These are not Mara's drawings. They're yours. Every prototype you ever designed, every failed experiment, every schematic from the accident that burned the forest down. The wall pulses with equations you never finished solving, and now they're solved perfectly. Final calculation glows faintly across the plaster. A door. Not metaphorical. Engineering. Resonance frequency, phase alignment. The math shows exactly how to build it. The tone beneath the house surges. Kit, your veil sense detonates open once again. The containment beneath the farm is collapsing in slow motion. The buried Sigil network is enormous, miles wide, carved into the earth centuries ago, but it's fractured now. And something beneath it is rising. Not physically, but spatially. Reality bends around it like pressure around a submerged mountain. The thing beneath the house is not climbing, it's unfolding. The hallway in front of you grows longer again. The red doors begin opening one by one. Stephanie, you see the deserted outpost where the anomaly first appeared. Bodies scattered across the sand. The sky torn open above them. Vinny, you see the warehouse. The ritual circle. The men you failed to save standing silently in the dark. Tiffany, you see a burning tree line. Firestorm from your experiments. The moment you realize the device had worked too well. Kit, you see something older. Not a memory. A ritual site carved into earth centuries ago. Men standing in a circle, painting the sigil into the soil with blood and ash, holding something down. Every door whispers as it opens. Every whisper the same words. You opened it. The house begins breathing now. And that's not metaphorically. The walls expand and contract and expand again. The floorboards ripple like muscle under skin. The ceiling bends downward as if something massive is pressing against the roof from below. The hallway lights ignites. A dull red glow seeping through the walls. The tone becomes deafening. Not through the ears, but inside the skull. The red doors begin slamming open violently, one after another, each revealing the same hallway behind it, endless, recursive, and impossible. Something moves in the distance of that hallway, too tall, too long. Its shape distorts the walls around it. It doesn't walk, it slides towards you. The farmhouse groans under the pressure. The buried sigil beneath the land shatters another segment. Kit, you feel the geometry fail beneath your feet, and the thing beneath the farm finally pushes against the surface of the world. The front door appears again suddenly, 10 feet away. Normal wood handle outside the mist-covered farmyard waits beyond the glass. But when you reach for it, a hand presses against the glass from the outside. Not human. It's too long. Too many joints. The fingers stretch across the entire pane. The silhouette of something enormous looms just beyond the door frame. From the other side of the glass, you hear Dr. Mara's voice. You shouldn't have turned off the signal. The hand pushes inward. The wood of the door frame begins to crack.
I step in front of everybody.
I hold my gun.
We thought it was bad. We thought it was bad.
I take position and
I look
I'm
for a
aiming.
place for us to run. But I don't think there is anything.
Nope.
Nope, we're fucked. We're 1000% fucked.
Yep. Yep. Let me just bring this shit up.
So, the crack in the door frame spreads another inch. The hand presses harder against the glass, and then everything stops. The tone cuts out instantly. The red glow fades from the walls. The doors vanish. The hallway collapses back to its normal shape as if The house returned to normal. The living room returns, old couch, television, dust drifting in flashlight beams. The front door stands exactly where it should be, closed, intact, no cracks, no hands on the glass. So the faint sound of wind brushing the outside siding. Nothing moves, no voices, no shifting floorboards, just the quiet of an old farmhouse again. Try the handle.
Pull door.
This time, the latch turns smoothly. The door opens outward onto the porch. Cool night air spills into the house. Outside, the mist hangs low over the fields exactly as it did before you entered. The gravel driveway stretches away under the dim glow of the headlights still shining from the car. There's no figure in the yard, no movement across the farmland. The barn sits silent. The windmill stands still. Behind you, the house creaks softly, the same tired sound of old beams settling into place.
I run for the car to go start it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even waiting for the others. I'm just running for the car.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you step out,
Right.
the grass is wet beneath your boots as you cross the yard and return to the car. Engine starts without hesitation. The dashboard lights glow faintly in the dark.
I just reflexively check the time.
It's 3 o'clock.
I was like, hurry the fuck up!
Back to the motel.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
All right.
The lights are on. I gun it.
As you drive back, the mist begins to thin as you approach Redwood Falls again. Few emergency lights still flicker faintly in the distance near the clinic, but the streets themselves are mostly calm now, and you reach the hotel. Parking lot still wet from the rain earlier. The neon sign hums faintly overhead as the town's power grid slowly returns to life. Few of the room lights glow dimly through the curtains. And you are here to go to sleep.
I looked at the others before we go to bed. Okay. All right. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what that house is. But oh God, Jesus, I don't even know what to think anymore. I don't know what to
do
think.
research,
We gotta do something.
and we're gonna have to go back.
Are you fucking nuts? You want to go round 2 with that thing?
Tiffany goes to her room and shuts the door without speaking.
I looked at Stephanie. That sigil is breaking. I saw a group making that sigil to hold something.
I figured.
And
And you would see Stephanie visibly shaking.
oh no, Kit is as well. Kit is like literally vibrating.
You hear a bang because Tiffany throws a lamp.
Okay. What? You said the radio was containing it, right? I look around. I see the power coming back on. So we're good, right? The power's going to come back on. More lights come on.
Yeah.
Hey, see, we're good. We're good. Yeah.
Hum of an old.
I look
vending
towards
machine.
I look towards the radio tower, waiting to see the light.
Flashing slowly.
Vinny, you go check on Tiffany.
All right.
Yeah. I'll go do that. I go to the door. Hey, Tiff, open up.
Go away.
None of that bullshit right now. Open up.
I open the door, my makeup smeared down my face. I said go the fuck away. And I slam the door.
Oh, God. I put my foot in the hold the door open.
Oh,
What the fuck?
You flung it pretty hard.
I shoved the door open with my shoulder.
It is Tiffany's might versus
My mic?
no, because you're only using your foot. I'm going to say vitality.
I don't know,
'Cause
my
if-
might's not that good.
If might wins, then it's going to crush your foot.
No,
because Vinny don't wear boots.
7. I was
Roll a 1. Okay.
Vinny, I'm assuming, is wearing dress shoes.
Yes, of course. Okay, 6.
And this is
fucking
why Stephanie always wears combat boots, and they are
Okay.
issued combat boots.
Okay. So Tiffany's not very strong. So I got an 11.
18.
Okay, so you're able to stop the door.
I just shove it open. Listen here. We just went through some fucking weird shit. All right? I need to know that your head's still in the fucking game. All right? So none of this. Do I see the broken lamp?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What the fuck did you do?
what the fuck do you think I did? It flew.
You know what? At this point, a fucking fighting fish could show up, and I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
Flying armor?
Sure, why not? All
Look,
right.
I didn't exactly fucking sign up for this, and I'm really over it.
How do you think I fucking feel? Jesus Christ, I never thought I'd ever want to see fucking Brooklyn again.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Fuck this
What?
place. We've already fucked this place up. It's only going to get worse. I say we cut.
I don't know. Listen,
What
I'm
are we
not.
going to do here that's going to solve anything? We were here to cover it up, and now it's everywhere.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We gotta. I don't think running's gonna do us any good. It's not. Besides, you think those fucks and whatever the fucking Looney Tune organization are just gonna let us walk away from this?
Probably not.
Trust me when I say this. We're in deep, and we're gonna have to just figure a way out of this.
Oh, we're wearing our concrete shoes.
That was a horrible New York accent.
It's because it's a shitty accent.
And won't get an argument from me. Listen, we finished the job and we're done. I'm done with this place. I'm doing this shit. Those two, I kind of gesture back to where Kid and Steph are. Those two little soldier girls want to fucking keep doing this shit. They're more than welcome fucking to it. But let's just get this done. And let's just figure this out and end it. You hungry?
Starving.
I go over to that vending machine that I heard put on.
Okay. See some Twinkies.
I reach.
Some like those. Remember the old school Coke and Pepsi cans?
Yeah, I pull out some change and I try and use it.
Okay.
Wait, is this like a good one or is this a bad one?
It's decent.
It doesn't get stuck, does it?
No.
Okay, good. I grab it. And I just kind of give some snacks and a drink to Tiff. Yeah, have that. I'm going to bed.
Thanks. I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah. I just kind of open my door, just eat some snacks, and I just go to bed. I'm just kind of. I keep the gun under my pillow.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Tiffany sleeps with a gun under her pillow too.
Yeah, so I'm done.
You know that radio signal's not going to help.
Not anymore. We done fucked it up.
Yep.
We gotta think of something. We gotta figure something out.
We're going to have to redraw that sigil.
That is miles of sigil.
We're going to have to figure something out.
Is there any way we can contact the handler and see if we can't get other teams to help with the containment? Because we fucked up. And we fucked up bad.
Because instead of listening to the person that knows therapist and that, we had two people, brand new people, decide to just blow shit up.
Yeah, but at the time,
We thought the clinic was the key, and it's not.
no, it was the goddamn house. We went in with incomplete information before we did shit. We should have checked out the house first. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna fix it. And honestly, I can probably get back into the radio station because of the outage and make sure nothing fucked up there and discreetly put in sigils to boost the signal again.
There's no way that we're going to be able to get back in that clinic.
Not I am.
Now it's a crime scene.
Yeah.
You can try the handler, see if he'll pick up. But you know from experience, the handler doesn't. Once we're out in the field, we're kind of fucked and on our own.
Yeah.
I know for one I'm not sleeping tonight.
That makes two of us.
Do we just want to
Not sleep together.
I can phrase this properly. Do you want to share a room so then we're not alone?
Honestly, yeah, I really can't be alone right now.
Nope.
Do 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 do.
Oh, God dang it. My room, you know me, I always have the more weapons, so
Yeah. Mine has nothing.
all right, come on.
And then all you hear is. And not the bad kind. All right. So, morning comes quietly. Gray light filters through the motel curtains, soft and ordinary. The rain has stopped again. Somewhere outside, a car door closes, followed by the faint rumble of an engine starting. The alarm clock reads 7:18 a.m. Air conditioner hums beneath the window exactly the way it did yesterday. For a few moments, everything feels normal. The memory of the farmhouse lingers in fragments, flashes of noise, the sense of pressure, voices that may or may not have been real. But sleep has dulled the edges of it, the kind of dulling that comes after a long night when the mind convinces itself exhaustion created most of what it remembers. That your motel room doors are closed, and the hallway outside carries the faint sounds of people moving around. Someone's television murmurs through the wall. The shower runs in the next room over.
Is there phones in the room?
Is there what?
Phones in the room?
Yes. I thought you said fountains. I was like, what?
No, I would have said a bubbler.
It's not a thing.
It's not.
Oh,
Yeah, there's rotary phones in the room.
I call the handler.
Okay.
What the fuck kind of rotary phone was
That's all
that?
you get. It's connecting to a network.
Oh.
It's a secure network.
Oh, okay.
You really think they have rotary phones in this thing?
I don't know.
Hey, y'all, add rotary phones to this. They may be too young to know what rotary phones are. Nothing. That's every time you call.
I hold it up. I try again, and I hold it so that Stephanie can hear it.
Some of their new sound effects, by the way.
Sounds like it's trying to connect, but not quite getting through.
So how can we fix this on our own? Because would we know how far the next town over would be?
100 miles. It's a pretty rural area. Rural.
The next town is 100 miles.
Country people can't say that word.
Rural?
Rural?
Rural.
Am I even saying it right? Because I don't know.
Rural.
Sounds like you're saying Earl.
What?
Put some oil in the truck.
Oil.
So
I
either
know.
we make the trip, and that's if we can even leave.
How long is that going to take us? Like an hour?
A few hours. Would I get the sense of how long it would take for the sigil to break? Like how long we have until the sigil breaks?
No idea. Not unless you go back to the house.
I have no idea how long we have until the sigil breaks, but we need to figure this out now. And we need to try and get two newbies to snap out of fear.
I wake up, get dressed, and I kind of just I like took my shoes off. Really, I go to Tiffany's door. Just I don't hear anything, so I kind of just walk toward to Kit's door, and same thing.
Nothing.
Son of a bitch. I walk back to Tiff's door and just.
I get up and open the door. I never washed my makeup off, so it's smeared all over my face.
The hell? Yeah. Why didn't you answer the first time?
I was sleeping?
Whatever. Let's go get breakfast. Go to that diner.
Okay, I gotta make
We need
myself up first.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
hurry.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna go get the others.
Go do your broad thing.
Yeah. I go to Steph's room.
I open the door.
Kit answers the door,
Fuck are you
wiping her
doing?
mouth.
Fuck you two. You doing here? This ain't. What the fuck? I look at the door. This ain't your room.
Something smells fishy here.
Wow.
Damn!
I kind of look over to Steph. What's
We're fully dressed, by the way.
Yeah, we're fully dressed.
Okay, I'm like, what's
I don't mean nothing.
what's going on here?
We were smart and weren't alone.
All right.
Especially after the shit that happened.
You'll learn
Yeah,
that
whatever.
when shit happens, you don't want to be alone.
Whatever. Anyway, let's go get some breakfast at the diner. Just getting ready.
Yep. And you see that like the ashtray has like a whole pack of cigarettes put out in it from just the night.
Couple burn marks on your arm.
Jesus.
All right. So, the diner sign flickers softly as it warms up for the morning rush. A delivery truck backs into the grocery store loading area. A few high school students walk toward the bus stop at the corner. In the distance, you see the radio tower blinking, red, then dark, then red again. The town is completely unaware that anything unusual happened overnight. Coffee smells drift from the diner when you step inside. The same waitress stands behind the counter pouring a fresh pot. She looks up and smiles politely. Morning, you folks sleep all right?
Yeah.
And you get guided to your seat, and two older men sit at the counter drinking coffee, arguing quietly about football. The portable radio behind the register plays the morning broadcast from WRFN 1340 AM. And that's your weather update for Redwood County. Expect clearing skies by afternoon. Signals clean and stable. The waitress sets down menus in front of you, even though you haven't asked for them yet. What can I get you?
I look, I'm like, just give me some eggs over medium, a mountain of hash browns with gravy on them, and just leave the pot of coffee.
All right.
Just toast, please.
All right. For everybody else.
I'll have some hash browns, bacon.
I'll have some cheesy scrambled eggs and a little thing of toast.
All right. She leaves. And outside, I need everybody to make an aptitude check, please. Vinny,
God.
13.
success. Tiffany,
21.
critical success.
Hey, stop it.
Oh, 30.
Critical success.
Oh my god. These rules, man.
Excuse me for sorry.
Oh. 30.
Critical success. All of you look outside the diner window, and a newspaper box sits near the curb. The top headline reads, Community Sleep Workshop Draws Local Attention. You recognize the date. 10 days ago.
I get up, I go over there. It's in like one of those you put a quarter in and you pull it out. Put a quarter. I remember those.
You got to squeeze the thing to pull it out.
Pull it out, grab a newspaper, and I kind of rush back and I just lay it out and I'm like, I just kind of point to the date. What in the actual fuck?
Hey,
I will
Seth.
say when the newspaper box, it gives that dull metal clunk when you pull it open. The stack inside is dry. The top copy is that crisp, neatly folded paper. You grab one, shut the lid again, that spring snapping it closed. Inside the diner, the bell above the door rings as you step back in. Waitress is still pouring coffee. One of the older men glances at you and then coffee. He glances towards the door and then returns to his conversation about football. And you hear the radio. And local news, residents are reminded that Redwood County Fair begins next week. And you unfold the paper, and those pages crackle as you spread them across the table. And the headline you saw outside dominates the upper half of the front page. Community Sleep Workshop draws local attention. Beneath it is a photo. Dr. Elaine Marrow stands beside a small group of townspeople in the clinic's group therapy room. The chairs are arranged in a neat circle behind them. Marrow smiles politely for the camera, hands folded in front of her. The article itself reads like harmless small-town news. A local workshop hosted by Redwood Falls Behavioral Health Center aims to help residents improve sleep quality and manage stress in uncertain times. Dr. Elaine Marrow introduced a guided relaxation program designed to help participants regulate breathing and reduce nighttime anxiety. And the text kind of continues on for several paragraphs describing attendance, community interest, and plans for future sessions. Nothing about missing persons, nothing about strange signals, nothing about 213. And as your eyes move down the page, a smaller article sits near the bottom corner. Sheriff Mercer confirms routine investigation at local clinic. And the piece is short. It says Sheriff Daniel Mercer confirmed yesterday that deputies responded to the Redwood Falls Behavioral Health Center following a routine welfare check. Authorities reported no signs of foul play and assured residents there is no ongoing threat to the community. There is no mention of a body in the parking lot. And yeah. And I will say again, the date in the corner is October 14th, 1986.
I see that.
The same date as yesterday.
Stephanie, can I have a cigarette, please?
I look at Kit and I'm like, really? After you went through all that work to quit?
Yeah. No, I'm done.
Okay.
All right.
I
I hand a cigarette and light it for her.
I just looked at Steph and Kit. All right, you two. Is this normal? What is going on here? We went back in time?
Back to the future?
What the fuck is going on here?
Well, the thing is, that date is the same date as yesterday, so that would have happened yesterday.
I've never experienced this before.
Should we swing by the center and see if the body's still there?
Actually,
Or the investigation? I'm assuming they would have moved the body.
I pull out the sports section. Excuse me for a moment. I get up from the thing. I run to the payphone.
While he's gone, I steal a drink of Vinny's coffee because I didn't order anything to drink.
That's a
Wow.
good move.
That's
Yeah,
Tiff.
I run to the payphone.
Okay. Are you going to call your bookie?
Yeah, good call. I ring up. I pull the ring and I make a call to a number in Benthurst.
Okay.
Come on, pick up.
Hello.
Hey, Charlie, that you?
Who the hell is this?
Charlie, it's Vinny. You know me.
What the hell do you want?
Hey. I gotta play. I want. You still taking bets? You still taking bets today for the upcoming Giants game?
Yeah.
All right. I want to put 100 grand. You know I'm good for it. 5 points on the spread. And I throw some gambling techno. I don't gamble.
Techno babble.
I don't fucking gamble, and it's been a while since I've seen Casino.
God.
All right. So
Listen, Vinny's getting something out of this fucking mission.
Okay. So you see that in that sports section, you see the Giants versus Washington Sunday afternoon.
Did you look up the actual game?
Yes, I did.
Just out of curiosity, did the Giants actually win that game?
Let's see.
I'm curious.
I'm gonna laugh.
Then you better hope so.
Yeah, because Vinny's about to be down at 100 grand.
Actually, no. The way this works, it's gonna. If you.
You better keep your fingers crossed for this shit.
Well, I mean, I would assume Vinny would already know the outcome of the game, so that's why he would make it adjust.
But you did personally look it up.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. Hold on. 1986 NFL scores. I gotta find it.
Well, actually, no. This is the points. This is the points manipulation.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's the Giants versus Philly.
Oh, the Eagles.
Yeah, the Giants did win 35-3.
Okay, good. So, also, so the way that I know a little bit, the point spread stuff is a little different than actually winning. You don't necessarily have to win the game. You put points on certain things. So, but yeah, in this case, Vinny did call it to win. So he's gonna make some money.
But when you talk about it, he goes, "You sure about that? Everyone's leaning the other way."
Nah, I got a feeling. Don't worry about it. You listen. You know I'm good for it, so just put me down in the books for it. 100 G's. We'll settle up when I get back in a couple weeks.
And you hear a scratching of pen on paper.
Hey, don't fuck me on this, okay? All right. You make sure I will hunt you fucking down and put an ice pick through your eye if you fucking don't. Pay up for this.
All right already. You're in.
Thank you.
Click.
Fucking cocksucker. As I say that. And I go back I grab the sports section and I go back to I go sit down and it's like
When you get back to the table, your cup, she refilled it, but when she tried to wipe her lipstick off, she left a little bit on there.
The fuck? Who did this?
I turned the other way, like all casual.
I see you. Hey, anybody living in Miami? I hold up the thing. I know a guy in Miami. I'm out. You can make a quick buck if you want.
I don't really have that much money anymore.
Don't worry. Let's see. You live in Miami?
No, originally I lived in California.
All right. Well, I look at the thing. I'm like, wait a minute. The Dolphins actually play.
You're making him have to do actually research.
Yeah. The sigh as he has to open Google again.
Oh good.
Listen, everybody, we're making some fucking money here.
Yeah,
all right?
Miami beat Buffalo 27-14. Buffalo was 1-5 at that point,
Oh God, that's just sad.
and Miami was 2-4.
I'm like, listen, guys, listen. You go, just put some money down. I write this number down. To everybody, just
Detroit beat Green Bay.
I write this. I write the number down.
Is it
And
October 12th or October 14th? You said it was
It's
October
week 6. I just did week 6.
because October 14th, the Packers didn't play. They had a bye week.
Yeah, it's the 12th.
Why does it always seem like the fucking Packers have a bye week?
It's week 6. It's just,
But I kind of put this and I was like, go put some money down. Call this number. Put some money down. Trust me, you're gonna quadruple everything. All right, let's get. At least we can get something out of this fucking mess. Speaking of which, what are we gonna do now? Seeing as how we somehow gone back there, should we?
We don't fuck with the radio signal.
Yeah, that's for fucking sure. But don't even fucking go to the radio station. I think we go confront the doc. The good thing is now we got dirt on her. We can fucking confront her and actually get some straight answers. No fucking around.
Will your guy take 200? Because I have a little allowance for my mechanical stuff.
All right, fine, don't worry. So, I think that's an idea. I think that's the plan. We go to this clinic now that apparently we actually have a beat on the doc, and we fucking get some answers of what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, but you need to be smart about how to do it.
Okay, listen.
You cannot go
Wait.
in demanding answers.
Are we sure we went? What?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Maybe we should.
Okay, hold on. GM. So did we? Is it like the papers say like the date for 10 days before we got?
So no, that article was talking about how the sleep study was 10 days before, and but the date is yesterday.
Okay, so we just went back one day.
1 day, correct.
Okay.
Well, okay, so, yeah, I think we know. We go to that clinic. Now it shouldn't be a fucking crime scene. Wait, are we gonna run into ourselves?
Oh, I fucking hope not.
It's like Eureka when I did a.
Here, I'm gonna make this bet really quick before we run out, though.
Is the doctor still missing?
Yes.
Okay, the doctor's missing.
It's still a crime scene. We're still not going to get access
Well,
to the clinic.
what do you want to do? You want to go back to
we're
the?
back at square one.
What do you want to do? You want to go back to the house?
That seems like it's central to what's going on, not the clinic.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what else to
And
do.
right now, the radio tower, we didn't fuck with it.
Yeah, we could try to reinforce everything that's going on at the house.
Well, how do we reinforce it? I looked at Steph and Kid.
We check the sigil.
Okay, fine. We check the sigil. If it's fracturing, or
Yeah,
And we're
we
on
need to
our
check
own.
that sigil.
okay. Then how is this thing made? How? I mean, you said it's old, right? It's from time immemorial. What do we do? Somebody put it there. Who put it there?
Don't know their names or faces, but they were a group and they used blood
Blood? Jeez,
And
what are they,
ash.
and ash.
fucking vampires? Chain smoking vampires or something?
It's a ritual. It was a ritual.
Okay, do you know how to do the ritual? We gotta kill somebody?
No.
Okay, then you know how to do
Yeah,
that?
we have to sacrifice a virgin. Are you volunteering?
That ship sailed a long time ago, honey. I don't know what tree you're barking up.
I was gonna say, what are we? The Lost Boys came out a year later, 1987.
Listen. Okay. Do you know how to do this ritual?
No.
Okay. Who does?
The people we can't get a hold of.
Though it might be safer to go and check it out now in the daylight.
Yeah.
And not enter the house.
That's for fucking sure. I ain't going in that house unless I have a way to get out. I got a fucking feeling we got lucky last night. I think the power came back on while we were right in the middle of that house, and it stopped whatever it is in there cold.
No more blowing shit up.
Listen, if I had known that thing was that tower, the power to that tower was keeping things going, I never would have suggested touching it. I was just trying to get the fucking cops out of the way there. And if I remember correctly, you didn't really exactly all, like my first plan. Which, by the way, wouldn't have blown up the fucking power grid. So...
And I'd also suggest we go to the house, but no, you want to focus on the clinic.
I kind of look around to make sure there's nobody overhearing us.
Oh, I'm whispering.
I'm kind of like harsh whispering, But listen, I still think there might be some answers there. But I agree. The answer, the solutions to everything are at the house. But we're running out of options here. I don't unless you think that there's a fucking notes on the actual ritual in that clinic. I just got a shrug.
Let's go back to the house, check it out.
I look at the picture of all the people that were in the sleep clinic to see if I recognize anyone.
Nope.
Not the sheriff?
Nope.
All right, let's see.
I go up to pay the bill at the counter.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I place my bet that he told me to place.
Okay. All right. So the car rolls down the narrow county road, tires humming against the damp asphalt. Morning light stretches across the fields now, the mist burning off slowly under a pale October sun. Cornfields and open pasture slide past the windows as the town disappears in the rearview mirror. A mailbox flashes past the passenger window. The farmhouse sits somewhere behind you. The clinic, the sheriff, all of it. The road straightens out ahead. Then the engine sound changes. Not sputtering, not failing, just muffled. The fields outside the windows blur slightly, the colors bleeding together like wet ink across paper. The road behind you is gone. Not empty, gone. Just gray fog stretching out where pavement should be. The car's headlights flicker once, even though it's daytime. The radio snaps on by itself. Static floods the speakers. Then the tone cuts through instantly. 7 seconds. Perfectly clean. And when the sound stops, the car's no longer moving. The engine's still running, but the tires are not on asphalt. They crunch slowly against gravel. The windshield wipers drag across the glass even though it's no longer raining. Outside the windows, the mist has returned, heavy and low. The farmhouse stands directly in front of you. exactly where it was last night. The same gravel drive, the same leaning porch, the same windmill frozen against the sky.
Why do I have a feeling we never left the farmhouse?
Let's look around.
The farmhouse door stands open. It was closed when you left. Now it hangs slightly ajar. Darkness waits inside the entryway. But the house isn't the same. The windows are wrong. Every pane reflects something that's not the yard. Hallways, red doors, endless corridors stretching deeper into the structure than the building should allow. The windmill behind the barn begins turning slowly, but there's no wind. The blade rotates once, twice, 3 times. Each rotation produces the tone. 7 seconds. 7 seconds. 7 seconds. The ground beneath your feet shifts slightly. You feel it immediately. The containment beneath the farm is gone. Not cracked, not strained. Gone. The thing beneath the land is no longer pressing upward. It's here. Not under the house. Inside of it. The front door creaks wider on its hinges. The house exhales a long, slow breath, and from somewhere deep inside the structure, all red doors slam shut at once, locking you inside.
We didn't go inside the house. We're still outside.
No, you're not.
You fool! I was right.
God damn it.
I was right. We never left the fucking house.
Oh shit.
Did I actually make that bet?
Nope.
Damn it!
Uh,
No riches for Vinny.
I look at the group. The containment field is gone.
Well, fuck. We need to make another.
And the thing is out.
Okay.
It's in here with us.
I pull out my Mark 1 containment canister. I don't know if this would be enough.
all right. So, the latch on the front door clicks. The tone returns. Constant, not even 7 seconds now. The house responds to you. The ceiling lifts several inches higher than it should, the beam stretching and groaning as the structure reshapes itself around you. The windows darken, the glass no longer reflecting the outside world. Stephanie. Burst of static. This time the voices are not distant memories. They're right beside you. You hear men screaming. The sounds of fighting, and you hear your commanding officer shouting over the chaos, "You were supposed to hold the line!" The voice moves around you, circling through the room. You left them to die. The radio goes again, and the radio speaker begins to leak a thin line of smoke as the transmission continues, repeating the same words again and again across the room. The kitchen doorway stretches wider than before. Inside, the walls are covered completely in Tiffany's equations now. Thousands of them layered over one another. Your handwriting, your prototypes, your devices. The math no longer ends in a solution, it ends in a message carved through the center of the calculations. You built the key. The kitchen floorboards split open with a dry, cracking sound. Beneath you lies the buried sigil Kit sensed earlier, except it's no longer buried. The ancient pattern glows faintly beneath the wood. Its lines broken and warped. The geometry that once held something back now forms a shape of a doorway. Something is pushing through it. Your veil sense erupts into pain behind your eyes. Reality itself bends the room like a lens under pressure. The geometry of the house twists violently, walls sliding inches at a time without sound. The second floor hallway suddenly extends downward into the living room like a throat opening in the ceiling. Red doors bloom along the walls. 1, 2, 10, 20, dozens. Every single one slowly swings open. Inside, each doorway waits a scene from your past. The warehouse, the burning forests, the desert anomaly, the ritual site beneath ancient stars. Every failure, every decision, every moment you walked away when something should have been stopped. The house feeds on it. The floorboards pulse beneath your feet like muscles beneath skin. And that tone deepens again. It's vibrating inside your skulls. Vinny, you hear footsteps behind you. The men from Brooklyn stand in the room. Not ghosts or illusions. Their bodies half dissolved, eyes open and fixed on you. You left us here, they say together. Stephanie, your radio screams again. You abandon the mission. Tiffany, equations begin rewriting themselves across the walls. New formulas appearing faster than your mind can process them. Kit, you watch ancient sigils beneath the floor twist into something completely different. The containment pattern was never meant to hold something in. It was meant to hold something asleep. The house groans loudly. Every door slams shut at the same time. The impact shakes the entire structure. The walls slide outward like flesh stretching over bone. The farmhouse becomes enormous. Hallways branching into impossible distances. Rooms multiplying endlessly. From somewhere deep inside the expanding structure comes a sound. Movement. Something enormous shifting through the house's new corridors. Not walking. Sliding. Searching. The tone stops. The house goes completely silent. Then a voice speaks. Not from the radio, not from the walls, but from everywhere, from the structure itself. You knew the way out, but you never left. And somewhere behind you, a red door begins to slowly open.
I grab a hold of Stephanie's hand.
I point the gun at the opening door.
I try to run and slam the door shut.
Okay.
As I'm pointing my other hand down with my pistol.
Yep.
As you do that, you're stopped in your tracks. A voice hits you, coming from everywhere. You walked through my dream.
You call this place a house. To the people before you, it was a cage. They carved their shapes into the earth. They sang the same note over and over and over. They believed the sound would keep me sleeping. That red door opens a little wider. Something shifts beyond it. You built your towers. You wrapped the sky in wires and machines. And without knowing, you kept singing the song. You thought the signal was the prison. But it was the lullaby. And you turned it off. You are the first to wake me in a very long time. Now, we will see how long you stay awake.
Oh, shit. Can I move at all, or am I still stuck in place?
You are all frozen in place.
Like I can't even raise my gun.
Nope.
Can I speak?
You can speak, but you cannot move.
What do you want from us?
I looked at Stephanie. We need to stay awake. I have a very, very bad feeling about if we close our eyes.
Yeah.
So the red door opens wider.
Fuck.
The depth behind it folds outward into the room like something unfolding from another space. At first, it has no clear shape, only movements. Angles that do not belong in the room begin sliding into existence. The air bends around something pushing through the doorway. The edges of its form warping the walls like heat over asphalt. Then, the thing forces itself fully into the house. It's tall enough that the ceiling bends downward where its body presses against it. The structure groans as beams warp around the creature's height. Its limbs are long, far too long, jointed in places that do not follow human anatomy. The skin is wrong, not smooth, but layered, as if several shapes tried to form a body and never agreed on the final design. Patches of pale flesh stretch across darker sinew beneath, thin enough in places that movement beneath the skin is visible. Its arms drag along the floorboards as it moves. Each finger is too long, each knuckle bending twice before reaching the nail. The nails themselves look like splintered bone. Where a face should be, there's an uneven arrangement of features that seem unfinished. Two eyes sit too far apart. large and reflective like something that grew in darkness. A second set of smaller eyes rests lower along the jawline, blinking slowly at different intervals. Its mouth is wide, stretching almost ear to ear, but the teeth inside are blunt and uneven, as if meant for grinding rather than tearing. When it breathes, the sound echoes through the house. The creature unfolds itself to its full height in the living room. The red door behind it closes. The house goes completely silent. Then it begins moving toward you, one by one. Stephanie, the creature bends down slowly, joints cracking softly as its upper body folds towards you. One of its long arms lifts, the fingers hovering inches from your shoulder without touching. Its head tilts sideways, studying you. Then it leans close enough that its breath brushes your ear. Its voice isn't spoken aloud, it's directly into the space behind your eyes. You held the line, but not long enough. Images push into your mind without permission. The desert outposts, the anomaly tearing open the sky, and screaming for evacuation the moment you ran. The creature's breath moves through your hair. You left them in the dark. Its head slowly lifts away. Vinny. The floorboards creak loudly beneath its weight as it crosses the room. It crouches in front of you, its enormous frame folding like something built for cramped spaces. One long finger drags lightly across the wooden floor near your shoe. The creature's lower set of eyes blinks slowly. You saw the circle. The warehouse flickers across the walls. Candles, tape, bodies dissolving in ritual. It leans closer until its mouth nearly touches your ear. You knew the door was opening. You left anyway. It turns towards Tiffany. Its body straightens again, scraping lightly against the ceiling beams. One of the long fingers drifts across the kitchen doorway where your equations still cover the walls. The creature watches the symbols carefully. Then it smiles appreciatively. You were the closest. The burned forest appears in the windows around the room, fire stretching across the tree line. The moment the device activated, it lowers its head beside your ear. You built the key, and you were afraid to turn it. Almost carries admiration. Finally, it approaches Kit.
I DM'd you something.
The house itself reacts when it gets close to you. The buried sigil beneath the floor flickers faintly, the broken geometry trying weakly to respond to your presence. It crouches lower than before. Its many eyes blink slowly, studying you with something like recognition. You saw the cage. The ancient ritual site fills the room. Men carving symbols into the earth centuries ago. Blood and dirt. The long effort to bury the thing beneath the land. The creature's voice lowers. You saw what they built to hold me. And you turned off the song. And then straightens.
Its massive frame unfolds to full height once more, bending the ceiling beams around it. The red door behind you opens again. The creature begins sliding back towards it. Before stepping through, it looks back to you. Every eye in its twisted face focuses on one of you. And the voice returns one final time. Stay. Or run. The red doorway widens further. Beyond it stretches the endless hallway, and somewhere very far down the corridor, something else begins moving. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Fuck you.
God damn
Fuck you. Fuck you.
it. Son of a bitch.
Fuck!
It's great.
Yeah.
I am not 100% creeped out right now.
It's great.
Fucking asshole.
Damn.
Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Next week, join us. We will all be wearing green for St. Patty's Day. So we welcome you to join us in doing that. And yeah, thank you for watching. And we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.